Hello and welcome to a brief overview of the MOOC that I signed up for this week, which was a course in open education repositories. I was looking for a course that both spoke to me, but also I wanted to sort of get away from the common MOOC offerings of Coursera and Udemy, because I find that there's a business aspect to them, and I was really curious, ironically, in the open education aspect of MOOCs, so this seemed like a perfect blend. So I signed up for the course. I like the way that it's laid out. It's very clean, it's easy to use, they've made it very simple, and they really give you, like, here's what you're going to learn here. As we go through, we see that there's a syllabus, there's a demo kind of welcoming you into the platform, there's some guidelines around discussions, and then there's a pre-course questionnaire. And then you go through each of the weeks, and it kind of gives you the pieces that are there each week. So as we go through some elements, you start to see, they've got the videos embedded, and they've kind of broken it up into very small pieces, which I think is very nice. The demo, so it's saying, like, if you've never taken an edX course, here's a demo that's going to give you the course navigation, the grading, the participation, and aspects. So they've really got a nice welcoming to let people know how to be successful. As we move forward, again, they've got discussion guidelines, making sure that people know, what is and is not okay and how to be safe. So I thought that this was really interesting. The pretest, it ties back to the article that we read, where it talked about, if we go here, MOOCs are often touted as a way of teaching thousands of students at once. The reality is that very few students who register for a MOOC complete it. So many begin the course after registering. The review of the literature is that less than 10% of people complete them. So one of the questions that this article was asking was, why not? Is it because they haven't paid for it? Is it because, the students aren't interested? Are they not getting the support they need? San Jose State University recently suspended its MOOC project after the majority of students enrolled in the course failed their final exams. So although the idea of free education for everyone is noble, in practice, few students have the perseverance to work their way through the material without additional motivation. This is an interesting conclusion, and it ties back to a conversation we were having in our forum that was discussing, is it the delivery, like the medium, of the online or the MOOC course, or is it the pedagogy? Is it how they're taught? And I think that is one of the challenges between the courses that we are experiencing online, because if there's not enough supervision, if there's not enough engagement, one doesn't feel like they have to participate, which, kind of leads to a demotivating feeling. You feel like you don't matter. There's not enough meaning. But when you're offered an online course where there is an expectation, like we do have in EDCI, all the EDCI classes, where you're posting to a forum, you're responding to people, there's kind of an implicit norms being set up within the culture of the class. And I think that might be one of the problems with the current models of MOOCs, is they're kind of very like you're just one in the sea of many. And that is sometimes very challenging to feel like that. And I think also when the course, like this course, although they encourage discussion and they've made it available, the only grading for the course is through the tests. So if you're not a test person, there's no other option to do a project or to be reviewed, and there's often no feedback in tests. Anyways, back to our pre-survey. I think how it related to that part of the article was that most of the questions they're asking are about the intentions to complete the course. I think perhaps maybe from a research standpoint, they're wanting to know if many people are saying, I'm not sure yet, and then they don't finish the course. That's very different than the majority of people saying, I plan to finish the course from start to finish and not finishing it. They start to ask them, what are your intentions for completing assignments? Why did you enroll in the class? How familiar are you with the topic? All the way down to, what are your goals for the future, and are you an educator? So I think that that's a very interesting aspect